candidates. It has been discovered the city had already made a deal with the oil companies in March of 2008 prior to the city going to bid in August of that same year. The document known as the Whittier Field Agreement spells out terms of a lease. Why would the city sign such a document and circumvent the bid process which gave Matrix the oil project and locks out any other potential bidders? Be advised that Owen Newcomer's name is on the document. Owen?
Well, I would disagree a little bit with the interpretation, but let me go to the heart of what I think the issue is. Is the city going to appeal the latest court decision? The answer is no. The city is not going to appeal it. Is the oil project dead? Yes, the oil project is dead. So, going back to what was in there or not and arguing over the interpretation, I would beg to differ with the interpretation, but the key, it's dead. We're not appealing the most recent decision. It's no longer an issue that we're pushing. It's no longer an issue that we're looking to fit into our budget. It is dead.
As someone that was front and center in the oil fight and witnessed, obviously, years of manipulation and bad decision making, yes, the project is dead, but the costs associated to the project are still ongoing. There's another at least three, if not four lawsuits that are out there. County to the city, city to the county, matrix to the county, matrix to the city, matrix, it's all over the place. As of last week, there was one of those court cases was resolved. I don't know what the final settlement was, but again, we've been incurring hundreds of thousands of dollars of legal bills along the way to pay for this. It's very difficult to answer a question in a minute and talk about fiscal issues within this city when you're seeing millions and millions of dollars continually wasted on bad decision making. So I keep dragging myself back to this point. We need some fresh eyes, some fresh experience, some new vision so that we can't keep making these same mistakes. The proof's in the pudding. I can't make it any simpler than that. I'm not Superman. I don't have all the answers to questions, but I do have the experience of knowing what a smart decision is. Thank you.
We keep hearing about the great legal costs to the city for these issues. And the reality is the oil company picks up all the legal costs. There is no cost to the city general fund. There is no cost to the city's reserves fund. There is no cost to, well, pick any fund you want. The city is not the one paying for the legal cost. Ultimately, the oil company paid for that. And those main battles are over. So the issue has been resolved. It will not have cost the city voters any money. And it's time to move on and look at other areas that we can move ahead, bring new businesses into town, improve housing, open up park space, and we have a lot of needs. We don't need to keep going and rehashing what's already been done. No cost to the city, it's dead.
I'd just like to respond to that. Actually, that's a matter of debate. We're pulling financial records from the city as we speak, and that doesn't prove to be the case. Case in point, City of Hermosa. The City of Hermosa did a very similar thing to what the City Council, City of Whittier did a few years ago. They jumped into an oil and gas lease contract behind the City Council, behind the city voters' backs. City voters put it on the ballot initiative, turned it around, shut the project down. The oil company came back to the City of Hermosa, sued them for tens of millions of dollars. The settlement resulted in about a $17.5 million settlement that the City of Hermosa had to eat. So I don't agree with Mr. Newcomer's full explanation there. I do have the fear of the backlash from Matrix Oil. They're not going to walk away from a $6 or $7 million investment that they made to start this project. And the knock-on from the Hermosa Beach lawsuit was that the oil company said not only would they sue them for their expenses, they're going to sue them for future loss of revenues. That's why there was such a high settlement. We still have that risk out there, and it hasn't been resolved.